we understood the definition of force, its characterization, complete description, and then we are discussing now moment of a force. Are you with me, Vishnu?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So this was the example with which we stopped in yesterday's class. At point A, we have a force F bar 10 I cap plus 20 J cap plus 3 K cap Newton, and it is acting at point of application A, which has coordinates 3, 3, 3 with reference to O, at which we have to find out moment of that force. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And we understood that by definition, that moment of force F bar about point O is R bar cross F bar. It has a unit of Newton meter. That is unit of force multiplied by unit of length. And as it is a cross product of two vectors, therefore it is a vector quantity. यहाँ तक हमने कल किया था. And then I said R bar cross F bar can be written in this format, and now we can solve this determinant. So I cap 3 3s are 9 minus 20 into 360. So I cap into bracket 9 minus 60 is the first term, minus J cap 3 3s are 9, 10 3s are 30. So 9 minus 30. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So except Vishnu, I request everyone else to keep their microphones on mute mode. And then we have a K cap where 3 into 20 is 60 minus 30. So 60 minus 30 into K cap. This is going to be the answer. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And that turns out to be minus 54 I cap plus 21 J cap plus 30 K cap. And what is its unit? So as I said, the unit of moment is going to be unit of force multiplied by unit of length. In this case, we assume that all these coordinates are given in meter, and therefore the unit will be Newton meter. Happy?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Sorry for interruption, but this will be minus 51 instead of minus 54.
Yes, you're right. So let me change that. That turns out to be minus 51 I cap. Yes. Now, let me ask you a question, Vishnu. What is the direction of this movement? So, Vishnu, are you there? Okay, Yash, can you unmute yourself? Yash, can you unmute yourself?
Yes.
Yes. So can you tell me what is the direction of this movement? So how do we find out direction of a vector quantity? By finding out unit vector.
Yes, sir.
So how do I find out unit vector? To find out unit vector, I will have to first find out the magnitude of this vector. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So magnitude will be square root of 51 square plus 21 square plus 30 square. So can you tell me what is the number? This 65.246 will now change. Just do the calculation and let me know the number.
Yes, sir.
Sir, 3942.
How much? Yes, how much?
Sir, 62.785.
62.785. That's all right. So replace all this 65 by 62.785. I will do that 1 minute. We'll do that. Sure. So how do I write unit vector? Unit vector will be equal to each component, that is coefficient of I, J, K divided by the magnitude of
magnitude. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So therefore, minus 51 divided by 62.785 I cap, then plus 30 divided by 62.785
K cap.
K cap, and 21 upon 62.785 785 j cap is going to be the magnitude, is going to be the unit vector description of unit vector along the direction mf bar about O. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so let me draw this unit vector E cap. Let me draw that unit vector E cap. Let us say E cap is seen in this fashion. This is the unit vector. Now we have to understand, if this is the mathematical definition of moment of a force about a point, what exactly it means physically. Let us try to interpret that first. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what we are going to do is we are going to use right hand thumb rule. So when I say the direction of a moment is given by E cap, that direction here is shown by this orange arrow. I'm going to write it as E cap. This is the direction of this moment of a force. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So in the direction of that moment, you put your thumb of right hand, then the curled fingers, they denote the sense of the moment. For example, here in this case, are you able to see this blue arrow?
Yes, sir.
That is the direction of, or that is the sense of this moment F bar about O. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So now let us try to physically interpret what we are trying to say. So when I write down the quantity m of F bar about O, what I actually mean is, if I draw a line parallel to this unit vector E cap passing through O, let us go back to this figure. Through this O, if I draw a line parallel to this E cap, that is unit vector along mf bar O, if I draw that line, this F bar produces moment about that line as an axis passing through O. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
This is the physical interpretation of moment of a force. And what is the effect of moment of a force? Force produces translation. Moment is going to produce rotation about the axis. Are you with me? So mf bar O, when I write it, what I mean is, this moment is going to cause the tendency of rotation about an axis which is parallel to E cap passing through O. Happy?
Yes, sir.
I hope you have understood all of this. Now, this moment also has components I cap, J cap, and K cap. What is the meaning of that? So, what is the meaning of this first term, 51 minus 51 I cap? The meaning of this is, this force F bar causes a moment of minus 51 Newton meter about an axis which is parallel to I cap passing through O. Happy? So which is the axis parallel to I cap passing through O? It is X axis. So
Yes.
if I ask you the question, what is the moment caused by this force F bar about X axis passing through O? The answer is minus 51 Newton meter. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is this 21 J cap? It is moment produced by F bar about an
Y.
axis which is parallel to J cap passing through O.
Y axis.
Therefore, O में से पास होने वाले y एक्सिस के अबाउट इस F बार ने कितना मूवमेंट कॉज किया है? इट इज प्लस 21 न्यूटन मीटर. हैप्पी? Similarly, how do you explain this 30?
Sir, it is the direction in the Z axis.
Yes, so
Passing
it
through.
is the movement caused by F bar about Z axis passing through point O.
Oh, yes, sir.
Point O पे ये important है. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And this is also in Newton meter. So you can express either three
Yes, sir.
components of moments about X, Y, and Z axis passing through point O, or you can simply write down the moment in its vectorial form. In that case, it will be acting about an axis parallel to E cap passing through O. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have understood this. Now, what do we mean by this positive and negative side? So we are now talking about what is the sign convention of a moment of a force. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So sign convention of moment of a force is driven by right hand thumb rule. So put your fingers of right hand curled in the direction of the moment. The thumb of your right hand indicates the direction of the moment. Happy?
Hmm.
So when I say minus 51 I cap, so what does it mean? It means that this force F bar produces a moment about x axis passing through O in such a way that its direction is along negative x direction. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So how do I pictorially show it? So if I put, see, my right hand thumb should point in negative x direction. So point your right hand thumb in negative x direction. So what is the direction of movement that you see? It is the direction of curved fingers. So it is the movement in this direction. Do you agree with me?
Hmm.
Put your fingers of right hand curled in the direction shown here. Then your thumb of right hand will point negative x direction and therefore this negative sign. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So this F bar produces moment about x axis passing through O of this nature, which I have shown by this black arrow. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And now plus 21 j cap. So put your right hand thumb directed along the positive y direction. The curved fingers would indicate the direction of 21 Newton meter. So what is going to be the direction? Tell me. It is going to be in this fashion. Do you agree with
So
me?
positive y direction.
Do you agree with me? This is the direction which I have shown in red.
Correct. Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, what about the direction of 30 Newton meter?
It will be upwards, z
It is
axis.
positive. Therefore, put your right hand thumb along positive z direction. Then
Yes.
curved fingers are going to indicate the direction of this 30 Newton meter, and it is going to be in this sense. Do you agree with me?
Anti-clockwise. Yes, sir.
And don't call it anti-clockwise or clockwise, because that depends upon from where you are looking. Are you with me?
Okay.
So we will stick with right hand thumb rule as of now. Have you understood this?
Okay, sir.
Okay, now we are going to work with the scalar representation of this moment of force. Before I do that, let me put 2 points very clear to you. What is the effect of force? Effect of force is translation. Are you with me?
Hmm.
The force will try to translate the body in the direction of line of action of force. Whereas what is the effect of this moment of force? The effect of this moment of force is the rotation. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I look at R bar cross F bar, you will understand that the direction of the moment MF bar about O is going to be perpendicular to the plane that contains R bar and F bar. Do you agree with me? By basic vectorial understanding of vectorial cross product. Happy?
Yes, sir.
R bar और F bar जिस प्लेन में लाए होते हैं उस प्लेन को परपेंडिकुलर इस MF bar O का डायरेक्शन रहने वाला है. Why? Because it is defined as the cross product of R bar and F bar.
R
Happy?
bar. Yes, sir.
Okay. So therefore, this E cap has to be naturally perpendicular to the plane that contains R bar and F bar.
R
Happy?
bar. Yes, sir.
You
Correct.
can cross check that by using vectorial mathematics. I leave that to you. But our physical understanding of moment of a force is moment of a force has a direction perpendicular to the plane containing R bar and F bar. Happy?
Yes, sir.
But the moment lies in the plane of R bar and F bar. देखो direction जब E cap है तो moment उसको perpendicular plane में lie कर रहा है. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So the moment itself lies in the plane of R bar and F bar, but its direction by right hand thumb rule is going to be perpendicular to the plane in which R bar and F bar are contained. Happy?
Hmm.
Now we will extend this. This is slightly difficult to understand when we talk in terms of vectors. But now let us consider a two-dimensional case, and therefore we can work with the scalar representation of moment of a force. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So what do I mean by that? So imagine that this is the body. I am not interested in shape and size of the body, therefore I have shown it of arbitrary shape. And now this is the point. This is point A, about which I want to find out moment of force F bar. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And now this R bar and F bar, they are lying in XY plane. Dekho. Consider the situation where R bar and F bar both lie in XY plane. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So what will be the direction of the moment of F bar about A?
Direction of the moment of FR sine theta.
Yes, but what will be the direction as per our discussion? If R bar and F bar are going to lie in XY plane, this moment is going to be about Z axis. Do you agree?
Perpendicular. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Perpendicular
So
to
therefore, when I find out moment of F bar about A, it is going to be moment of F bar about A, but it is also going to be moment of F bar about Z axis passing through A.
passing through. Yes, sir.
Just give a thought on this for 30 seconds, what I am trying to say.
No, yes, sir. I understood.
I hope you have understood what I am trying to say. R bar and F bar, as they are going to lie in XY plane, therefore the moment is going to be about Z axis.
Z axis.
Okay. Now, how is going to be the moment? So how does it look? So for that, we need to do R bar cross F bar. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
When you do R bar cross F bar, it is going to be FR sine theta. Do you agree with me? In fact, I should take this R bar ahead, and I should find out this angle, and truly speaking, it should be FR sine phi. Do you agree with me?
No, sir. I
When
didn't.
we find out R bar cross F bar, what we do is we rotate R bar towards F bar. Are you with me?
Okay.
And the angle should be considered is phi, not theta. But you will understand that sine of 180 minus theta, 180 minus phi is same as sine phi. Therefore, I can still write it as FR sine theta. Are you with me?
Yes, sir. Sir, but phi will be 90 degree only, right?
Phi will be
90 degree, right? Because R and
what?
F are perpendicular.
Who says? I have shown angle theta between R and F.
No, sorry.
It is not 90 degree.
Not R cap, the one you've drawn. R and F with angle phi.
Yes, so I have just extended this line of R bar ahead. That's all I have done. It will be 180 minus theta. Are you with me?
Okay.
Phi will be equal to 180 minus theta. But sine of 180 minus theta is same as sine theta. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And therefore, I can still write it as FR sine
Sine.
phi chahiye, but I can write it as FR sine theta.
Sine
Happy?
theta. Yes, sir.
And now this R sine theta, I am going to call it as D. Are you with me?
Okay.
So can I write it as F into D? Yes, because D is R sine theta. That is my understanding. Now let us try to ask slightly different question to ourselves. Now I am asking you a different question. If I ask you, what is the effect of force F bar which is acting at point B? What is its effect at point A? Are you able to understand the question?
Yes, sir.
क्या पूछ रहा हूं मैं? I am asking the
Point
question.
A. Sir,
F
with
bar
respect to
is
point A,
acting
we
at
have to find the
effect of F bar.
yes.
So F bar is acting at B, and what is its effect at A? If that is the question asked, so it has twofold effects. So I will consider an example for you. Let us consider this is a kick of your two-wheeler. So you apply a force here. Do you agree with me? Force आप यहाँ पे apply करते हो. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And what is its effect at this point? There are twofold effect. There is a rotation kick also rotates, as well as the vehicle gets pushed down. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is the effect? This F is transferred as it is here, plus there is a tendency of rotation. Happy?
Hmm.
Similarly, now I am trying to find out what is the effect of this F acting at B on A. So it is F as it is. So F जैसा B पे है वैसे के वैसे यहाँ लाके रखना है. Are you with me?
Hmm.
Plus there is a effect of moment of force
You know.
F at A. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So these two systems are called as equivalent force system. What is the effect of F bar at A? So if I were to apply something at A such that it has the same effect on all points of the body as F at B, then what I have to apply? I have to apply two things. One is force as it is plus this moment of force M F bar at A. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Are you with me? And what is this M F bar at A? It is nothing but FR sine theta. Do you agree with me?
Hmm.
Now, what is R sine theta? So I am sure if I
Yeah.
look at this, this is R direction. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So can you please explain this in a kind of broad manner, that example which you had just taken now for this kick?
Example of kick.
Yeah. Like,
Okay. Let me now start my video. Let me know if you are able to see me. Are you able to see me?
No, sir.
all right. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now you can see.
So this is how the kick looks like, right? This is the place where it is connected to the vehicle, and you apply force here. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
When you apply this force here, what is its effect at this point? It pushes the vehicle down by same force. In addition to that, this F produces rotation about its axis. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
दो इफेक्ट्स है कि नहीं? एक F यहाँ पे अप्लाई किया, उसके दो इफेक्ट्स है. What is the first effect? This F acts as it is here, because of which the vehicle is pushed down. And what is the second effect? Due to the moment produced by this force at this point, the kick rotates. Happy?
Yeah.
Have you understood this now?
So, sir, overall, what we are saying, what we are actually trying to convey over here is that we are actually trying to put the force over that point A, which is actually at the top portion of that kick. Okay. And if we just want to get the idea about what would be the force acting over that point B, then we could just say
Yes.
that. Then we could just say that the that force that would be acting at the point A, that would be same as that of force acting over the point B. Just because at
Yes.
each and every point of that kick, that force would be the same.
Yes, you are right. But in addition to that force, you also experience a moment of a force. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So therefore, a force F bar acting at B causes two force effects at A. And what are those effects? The force as it is plus its moment. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So now if you agree with me on this part, let us move ahead. Now I'm taking your attention here. Let me draw this R bar as it is here. R bar मैंने वैसे के वैसे draw किया. You may not see that these two lines are parallel here because of my drawing, but understand that this is the R bar. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yash, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Yes. So this is the R bar which is parallel to this green line I have shown here. Please understand that. And then you have this F bar. That F bar line I have shown here. What is the angle between R and F? It is theta. Do you agree with me?
Hmm.
Now, what is R sine theta? Can you tell me what is R sine theta? You will see that if from point A, if I draw a perpendicular on line of action of F bar, then use this triangle, you will see that D is equal to R sine theta. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is this D? This D also has a physical significance. What is the physical significance? I am finding out moment of force F at A. So what I need to do, from A, draw a line perpendicular to line of action of F. Are you with me?
Yes.
and whatever is that distance, perpendicular distance, that is d.
So the general formula is if you want to find the moment of force, you just have to multiply the force by the perpendicular distance between the line and the point.
Yes, absolutely bang on correct. So if you have to find out moment of a force about point A, z axis passing through point A, what I am trying to do is I am going to drop a perpendicular from a point where I want to find out moment on the line of action of force, and that perpendicular distance I am going to call it as d, and therefore F into d, I have conclusively proved that F into d is nothing but moment of force about A. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So vectorial definition and scalar definition, they go hand in hand. There is no discrepancy. That's what I wanted to prove. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now, this moment produces the tendency of rotation of a body, and if it is a 2D case, then you can see this will be either clockwise in nature or anti-clockwise in nature. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, the sign of moment now can be taken care of merely by looking at whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise in nature. Do you agree with me? So therefore, the anti-clockwise moment, I will consider it as positive, and clockwise moment, I will consider it as negative. It's all right if you reverse the sign convention. There is no issue. It's like driving in US and driving in UK. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So it's all right if you reverse the sign convention. But for our class, our mechanics course interactions, we will consider anti-clockwise movement as positive and clockwise movement as negative. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, Now, let us have certain remarks about this concept of moment of a force. Now imagine if I consider any point on the line of action of force. Let me consider a point on line of action of force. Let us say I am considering this point C. Are you with me? This is point C. And if I want to find out moment of this force F bar at C, what it will be? Can you tell me?
Zero.
It will be 0. Why? Because the perpendicular distance
It's along the
between
line.
point C and line of action of F is 0.
Yes, sir.
Happy?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, for all the points that lie on the line of action of force on the body, they are going to experience 0 moment due to that force. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So I will make that note here. All points on line of action of force F experience 0 moment due to that force. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So this is, I have written it in shorthand. Later on, you can write in your notebook in longhand. So all the points lying on line of action of F, they experience 0 moment due to force F. The another conclusion from that is all the points lying along that line are going to experience no rotation. They will only experience translation under the action of force F. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Because translation is the effect of force and rotation is the effect of moment. As the moment on all the points along the line of action of force is 0, therefore they are going to only experience translation under F. Happy?
So, sir, in short, we can write in the formula if the angle is 0, then the torque is 0 instead of.
No. Yeah. Angle is 0 is one thing, but D is also 0 here. Both mean the same, but
Yeah, mean
understand,
exactly.
but understand it in this fashion. D is 0. Don't go to angle. D is 0 because the point is lying on line of action of force. Happy?
Yes, sir. Sir, but it won't matter if we consider the angle or the distance, right? In the end, the result is going to be the same.
Yes, you are right. Yes. Okay. Are you with me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Why I said do not consider that is because angle 0 or 180 is the question. We will discuss that little later. Now,
Okay, sir.
imagine that we have considered point A. On which side? Tell me. Point A is considered on left hand side of line of action of force F. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, there is a easier way to find out the sense of this moment. What you can do is imagine that you are holding the body at A and you are applying the force F at B. So if you are holding the body at A and applying force at F, in which direction does this movement try to rotate this body? It is going to rotate it in clockwise sense. Are you able to imagine that?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, this moment right now will have negative sign. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now consider point D on right hand side of line of action of this force. Let's say this is point D. Are you with me?
Hmm.
Now, can you tell me what is the direction of movement that is produced by F at D?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. Hold the body at D and F is acting on the lower side. It is going to produce anti-clockwise rotation. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, the another observation remark, the sense of the moment produced by F bar at different points on the body can change. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Sense of the moment produced by F on various points on the body need not be same. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Points may be different. That's what I will write. Maybe. If I have not written the word may, but you have to understand that it may be different. Happy?
Hmm.
That depends on which side of line of action the force, which side of line of action the point where you are finding out moment lies. उसके ऊपर dependent है. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now third observation. Is this distance D going to remain same for points A, B and C, or is it going to change? For points A, C and D, is this distance D going to change, or is it going to remain same?
It can change, may vary, or it can be same.
Yes. That means not only sense, the magnitude of moment produced by force F on various points of
Depends
the
upon
body
the
will change.
distance of the point. Yes, sir.
Yeah, depending upon the distance or perpendicular distance of that point from line of action of force.
Yes, sir.
So magnitude on various point also is different. These are the three remarks that I want you to understand. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now, the fourth and last remark. For all the points that lie on line of action of force, there will be only translational tendency. Happy?
Yes, sir.
But for all the points that lie outside the line of action of force on the body, they will have tendency of translation as well as rotation. Happy?
Hmm.
Why translation as well as rotation? Because if I find out the effect of this force at A, which does not lie on line of action of force, it has twofold effect. It has F as it is plus moment of force. So F is going to produce translation and this moment is going to produce rotational tendency at A. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the fourth remark? Fourth remark is this, that apart from the points which lie on line of action of force, all other points on the body due to force experience tendency of translation as well as rotation due to moment of a force. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us march ahead. Now I am going to talk about moment of couple of forces. अभी तक हमने क्या देखा बोलो? Moment of a force, single force का moment. Now we are talking about moment of couple of forces. Do you agree with me? Have you understood
Yes.
the difference? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
couple of forces मतलब दो forces. But कैसे भी दो forces चलेंगे क्या नहीं? There are certain characteristics that these forces must satisfy. कौन-कौन से characteristics हैं?
So they should be equal and in opposite direction.
Opposite direction.
So let us list down the quantities that I want these two forces to satisfy.
So actually there
They
are
should,
four characteristics.
the first
Yeah.
characteristic is they should be non-collinear. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
They should not be collinear. Their line of action must not be same. Happy? Second, they should be parallel to each other. Their lines of actions must be parallel to each other. Happy?
Yes.
Third quantity, their magnitudes must be same.
Sir, why is this point necessary that magnitude should be same?
I will tell you that. We will come to that in a while.
Okay, okay.
So magnitudes must be same. And next point is their sense must be opposite. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Sense must be opposite. Or we can combine point number 2 and point number 4 and we can simply say they must be anti-parallel. Are you with me? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us try to find out effects of such forces which are acting at points B and C as shown here. There is a body and at B and C we have the forces that satisfy these four conditions. Happy?
Yes, sir.
What is the effect of these two forces at A is the question that I am going to answer now. How is A defined? So from A, if I drop a perpendicular on line of action of force F bar passing through B, I am going to call it as D1. This distance is D1. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
If I draw perpendicular on line of action of F bar which passes through point C, that perpendicular distance is D2. Are you with me? What is the relationship between D, D1 and D2? D is the distance, perpendicular distance between lines of actions of these two forces. So what is the relationship between this D and D1 and D2? Tell me. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Can you repeat the question?
What is the relationship between D, D1 and D2? D has to be equal to D1 plus D2. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Agreed. Chal. Now we are trying to find out what is the effect of these two forces at A. So now I want to find out effect of this F bar acting at B at A. So what should I do? It has twofold effects. Kon se? I have to show F as it is. Do you agree with me? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So I have to show F as it is and I have to show moment. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And what is the moment? It is F into D1 by definition. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And what is the sense? Hold the body at A in your hands. What is this? What is the type of rotation that this F is going to produce? Tell me.
Sir, the body won't move because if D1 is equal to D2, then the moment of force will be equal in opposite direction. So there'll be no.
No, give me a minute. Now you forget that there is a force F acting at C. No. If there was only force F acting at point B, what kind of movement would it have produced at A? Tell me.
Clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
Clockwise.
No, anti-clockwise. Hold the body at A.
Yes.
Once you hold the body at A, this F is going to once you hold the body at A, this F is going to produce moment like this. Do you agree with me? Dekho.
So the direction of F is downwards, right? From point B. So thumb will point towards the direction of F. I don't understand which point of view you're talking about.
No. So what I'm trying to say is that right hand thumb rule we applied when it was vectorial notation. Later on, did we switch to clockwise and anti-clockwise notation?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm asking you a simple question. If you hold the body at A and F is acting at B, what kind of rotation does it produce about A? Is it clockwise or anti-clockwise?
So I still didn't get it. I didn't understand how it will be clockwise and why not anti-clockwise.
Okay, now let me on the video. Are you able to see me?
No, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Now this is the body. This is point A. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And this is point B. Happy?
Hmm.
Now I am holding the body at point A. Are you with me?
Hmm.
And I am applying F bar like this. What kind of rotation does it produce? Tell me.
Okay, anti-clockwise.
F bar ऐसे है. Is it producing anti-clockwise rotation about A?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree with me? वही आपको thought experiment करना है. Now let us go back to our case. चलो. You are holding the body at A. Imagine there is no F bar acting at C. There is nothing else. You are holding the body at A. This F bar at B, how will it rotate the body? Will it rotate the body in this sense? Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So is it anti-clockwise?
Yes, sir.
So can I write this moment as F into D1?
Yes, sir.
So how much is this? This is F into
D1.
D1. Happy?
Yes.
Okay. Now I am going to ask you what. Imagine that there is no force acting at B now. There is only force acting at C, F bar. What is its effect at A? तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? बोलो. I have to transfer this force F as it is here. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Are you with me? And I will also have to look at what kind of rotation this F produces at A. So
So
hold
again,
the
this
body
will be
at A.
anti-clockwise only, right?
Yes, this also will produce anti-clockwise rotation. Very good. Hold the body at A. This force is acting F here. So what kind of rotation does it produce? It is also going to produce anti-clockwise rotation. And what is the magnitude of this? Can you tell me?
FD2.
F into D2. Happy? Are you with me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now let me take this A point here once again. This F and this F, their magnitudes are same and their directions are opposite. So net force acting on this point A will be 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So there is no net force acting at A. There are only two moments which have same sense, anti-clockwise sense. So what is the total moment acting here? I will add these two moments. So what will it be? F into D1 plus D2. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
But what is D1 plus D2? D1 plus D2 is nothing but D. Happy?
Hmm.
So what I understand, very interesting observation. If I have pair of forces that satisfy these four conditions, its effect on point A is going to be merely rotation, no translation. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
अब किसी ने मुझे क्वेश्चन पूछा था, why is this condition necessary? Magnitude same. You will understand if magnitude is not same, then you will also have some net force. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So we are now talking about a very specific case where we have two forces which are non-collinear, parallel, having same magnitude, and their sense is opposite. If
So, sir, if the
forces-
magnitude is not equal, then there will be translational motion, right?
Yes, yes. And then that force, that we do not call it as moment of couple of forces. Are you with me?
Yes. Yes,
To
sir.
define moment of couple of forces must satisfy these four conditions. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is the effect of these two forces at A? It is pure rotation under the moment F into D. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And how did I find out F into D? D is nothing but the perpendicular distance between lines of actions of two anti-parallel forces. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now I'm going to do an interesting exercise. I think multiple mics are on. So जिसके mic से disturbance आ रहा है, I request him to switch off. Yes, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now we are going to do another interesting exercise. Let us say that I now want to find out the effect of these two forces at point D. I have erroneously named it as B. Let us call it as D. Where is that point D? That point D now lies outside these two lines of actions of these two forces. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
What is the effect of these two forces at this
Sir,
point?
anti-clockwise.
Wait. Let us do it systematically, at least for the first time. So this is point B, this is point C. Now, force acting at F bar, what is its effect at point D? So first of all, I need to drop perpendicular from D on lines of actions of these two forces. I am going to call this distance as D3. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
I will extend this line of action and I will draw a perpendicular like this. And this total distance, this total distance, I'm going to call that as D4. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me the relationship between D and D3, D4, D3 and D4?
D plus D3 is equal to D4.
Or in other words, D is equal to D4 minus D3. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
D4 minus D3. Let us have this in mind. Now, tell me, what is the effect of force acting at B, at D? तो क्या करना है हमें D पे बॉडी को पकड़ना है. And force acting at B will be shown as it is here. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And what kind of moment will it produce about D? Tell me. Force at B. Clockwise.
Clockwise.
Clockwise. And what is this moment? This moment I am going to write it as F. Are you with me? Into D3.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Now let us try to find out what is the effect of this force F bar acting at C at point D. चलो बताओ क्या effect है?
Sir, anti-clockwise.
But first of all, you have to show this force F. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And then it is going to produce anti-clockwise movement of magnitude F into D4.
Yes, sir.
Agreed? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
F into D4. So if I draw this point B here, what is the unbalanced force acting on point B? Nothing, because this F and F are going to balance each other. Are you with me? Yes, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So even at point D, I'm sorry, not B, even at point D, we are not going to have any unbalanced force. Do you agree with me?
Sir, the object will move clockwise, right? With overall, because the distance between the second one, the one which has the clockwise effect, is more than the anti-clockwise one.
Don't
So the
jump.
magnitude will be more.
No. Don't jump to this. Don't jump the steps. Let us do it one by one. Do you agree with me that there will be no unbalanced force here? F and F, they are going to cancel each other. Do you
Yes,
agree?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we have two moments acting here. कौन से है? This is F into D3, which is clockwise in nature. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And you have F into D4, which is anti-clockwise in nature. Happy?
Yes, sir.
D4 is greater than D3. So therefore, net direction is going to be along D4. F into D4.
Yes, sir.
Happy? So the net moment is going to be like this, anti-clockwise, and it is going to be F into D4 minus D3.
D3. Yes, sir.
But what is D4 minus D3?
D.
4 minus D3 is nothing but D. And I come with the fascinating conclusion, interesting conclusion, that even at point D, which is different than point A, I have same effect produced by these two forces. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now you consider any other point on this body, you will be able to conclusively prove that that point will experience no translation and it will experience rotation under the moment of same magnitude, that is F into D.
Yes, sir.
Are you with me? So how is this F into D. Now I call it as moment of couple of forces, or simply as couple moment. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So how is this moment of couple of forces different from moment of a force? This all four remarks will have a corresponding remark here. So they go. All points along the line of action of force experience zero rotation, zero moment. This is for moment of a force. That is not the case here. Even if I consider a point along the line of action of one of the forces, it will experience moment due to other force. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, the first remark doesn't hold good here. Second remark, all points on the body which are subjected to moment of couple of forces will experience tendency of only rotation. Do you agree with me? All the points are going to experience the tendency of only rotation because there is no unbalanced force. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And this rotation is going to occur under the constant moment F into D. Happy?
Yes, sir.
कौन सा भी point of body के ऊपर choose करो, all points are going to experience only rotation, and that rotation too occurs under the same moment F into D. Irrespective of point chosen, the magnitude of moment is going to remain F into D. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then second point, though it is mentioned here that all the points experience only rotation, I will explicitly mention that the translation is absent. This body will not translate at all. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Translation is absent. Yes, go ahead. Anybody had doubt?
No, sir. No.
Okay. Now, so I have explained this remarks for moment of couple of forces. So for moment of couple of forces to exist, what are the conditions? You should have two non-collinear parallel forces having opposite senses but same magnitude acting on a body, and then it produces same effect on all points of the body, and that effect is only moment, no unbalanced force. Therefore we can say that couple moment or moment of couple of forces can be transposed anywhere on the body. समझ रहे हो मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ?
Yes, sir.
Now I am going to on my video once again to explain this point. Are you able to see me?
No, sir. Yes, sir. Now you can see.
जरा ये नोटबुक इमेजिन करो. I am having force F acting here and force F acting here. Are you with me? Let us say this force acts upwards and this force acts downwards. Are you with me? Both are having same magnitude, but their lines of actions are anti-parallel. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, this couple of forces, as this is acting upward and this is acting downward, is going to produce this kind of rotation. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
ये मेरे लिए clockwise है, आपके लिए anti clockwise. Are you with me?
Anti-clockwise. Yes, sir.
Are you with me? Now I switch the places. ये जो force यहाँ पे लग रहा है downward, I move it here. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And this force I move it up, but they are acting essentially in same direction. Is it going to produce same rotation, same effect?
Yes, sir.
Now what I am going to do is I am going to shift. So that means this couple movement, wherever I shift on the body, it is going to produce the same effect. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
देखो, now I am applying a couple moment here at this corner. It produces the same effect. I apply the same couple moment at this corner, produces the same effect on all points of the body. I apply the same couple moment here, produces the same effect. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
That's why we say that couple moment can be transposed anywhere in its plane, and it is going to produce the same effect. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now in today's discussion, we had couple of other points like rigid body, particle idealization, and transmissibility of a force. But we will discuss those points tomorrow because the time is over for today. So let us summarize. today's class. So what are the summary points? Moment of a force in general is given as r bar cross f bar. Are you with me? Then in its scalar notations, moment of a force can be written as force multiplied by the perpendicular distance between the point where you are calculating the moment and line of action of force. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And when it is represented in the scalar form, we can denote its direction simply by assigning signs positive and negative to anti-clockwise and clockwise moments. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All the points on line of action of a force do not experience any rotational tendency, and therefore moment of a force is going to be zero.
Yes,
Sense
sir.
of moment of a force and magnitude of moment of a force will differ depending upon the location and distance of a point from line of action of force. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Then we define moment of couple of forces. When I say moment of couple of forces, those forces must satisfy these four conditions. They must be non-collinear, their lines of actions must be anti-parallel, and they must have the same magnitude. Are you with me? If a body is acted upon by two forces satisfying these four conditions, then it produces moment of couple of forces or simply couple moment. This couple moment produces tendency of only rotation on all points of the body under the constant magnitude of moment of couple of forces, that is F into D. How do we calculate the magnitude of moment of couple of forces? By multiplying the magnitude of one of the force by perpendicular distance between the lines of actions of force. Happy? Okay. And it does not produce any translation.
Yes, sir.
So with this summary point, we will stop today, and tomorrow we will take off from where we left. Are you with me?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. अब किसी को इसमें कुछ भी डाउट है तो पूछो. Or write down your if there is no doubt, write down your PRN number, name in the chat box, and then you can leave the meeting. जिसको डाउट है वो पूछो. I am there for next 5 minutes. If there are no doubts, you can leave the meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, if we wrote earlier attendance, so can we leave?
Yes, you can leave. If you don't have any doubts, you can leave.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, will you provide some notes for this?
No. I said in the first class, the notes will be provided only in the form of photographs of the board.
Okay.
In engineering, you cannot expect dictation and writing down the notes. You have to make your own notes depending upon the conceptual discussion that we have.
Yes, sir, we are making it, but only some key points.
No, that you have to write listening to the lecture. But I will share the boards for sure. Whiteboard will be shared for all lectures.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
thank you, sir.